welcome back to my channel. My name is Doris. In this video, I will be giving you some tips that I have learned while working from home. Since COVID, I have been working from home since mid-March. And let me tell you, it is not as easy as it may sound, especially when you add kids to the mixture. Working from home requires dedication, motivation, and most of all, discipline. Now, this may not be new to some, but these are tips that have worked for me and that are still working for me. So if you want to know how to stay motivated while working from home, then please keep on watching. So tip number one is to create a morning routine. Before COVID, we all had a life outside of our homes for the most part. So we had a schedule. We would wake up at a certain time, get ready, and go to work. This should be no different when working from home. It is important to create a routine. Wake up early. There's so much you can get done in the morning instead of waking up late and having to work the whole afternoon or even the evening. So what I do is I put my alarm clock and I wake up an hour earlier than what I'm supposed to. For example, I need to start work at 9 a.m. So what I do is I put my alarm clock at 8 a.m. This gives me time to wake up and not have to rush to my computer. The first thing, have something to look forward to every morning. It may be your coffee or tea or whatever it is. The first thing I do is I make my bed. This may seem weird, but trust me, making your bed will make you feel like you have already accomplished something for the day, and it feels good. At least to me, it makes me not want to get back into my covers. I go and I brush my teeth and take a shower. I'm not a coffee or tea person, so I just grab a water and go straight to my workstation. I created a workstation in my living room and I light a candle. This sets the tone, so whatever you do, make sure it sets the tone for you. Now, tip number two, get dressed. Shower, get dressed, get out of your pajamas. When you are in your pajamas, you feel like a slob the whole day and you lose motivation. You don't have to put on jeans or heels or slacks or a dress, just something comfortable enough that you can go to the store in, if that makes any sense. I purchased a whole bunch of loungewear and leggings, which is comfortable but also does not make you look or feel like a slob. I wear a lot of leggings. I feel better when I'm dressed. Now, tip number three is to create a designated workspace. Most of us don't have space to even have a workstation. I get it. But be creative. You can use a folding table, the ones where you can eat. I'm not sure what you call those. Or your dining room table, your kitchen table, whatever it is, as long as it's not your bed. You don't want to get so comfortable and then not get any work done. I purchased a computer desk and it was the best thing. I was able to put it in my living room. I have my computer there, my candles, my flowers, something that makes me feel good. Try to always have it neat and tidy. Yes, I know it can get messy, but trust me, before you finish work, try to organize everything for the following day. Tip number four is to put away all your electronics. No phones, unless you really need it for work. No TV, no radio, unless you can still manage to work with music. I sometimes put on music, slow music, just to set the tone, but there are days that I'm easily distracted and I need to turn it off. Now, tip number five, create goals. Just because we are quarantined doesn't mean our lives have ended. Hopefully, and I'm hoping very soon, we can start getting back to normal. It is important to keep the bigger picture in perspective. Just because now we are home stuck doesn't mean we need to give up on our plans. This is temporary. For example, I'm still working on my master's. I'm still in school. At some point, we will still have to move on with life. You want to create goals that will keep you encouraged and motivated. Write it down, have it on a post-it, on your phone calendar, whatever works for you. I'm a very visual person, and so I rather have it down on my physical calendar. That brings me to the following tip, which is tip number six, create a to-do list. This has changed my life so much. I make my to-do list every day, whether it's at night for the next day or as soon as I wake up. You don't have to follow it by the T, but at least you have it and you can use it as a guideline. Include your lunch hour or maybe 15 minutes downtime and so forth. This helps you to not waste time. Note what you must do for the day. Lay it out in front of you instead of having to remind yourself on what you are supposed to do. I don't know about you guys, but I get some type of satisfaction when I check things off. Like, oh, done, done. Block off an hour and have it strictly for work. There's so much you can get done in 1 hour without distractions. For example, I take 1 hour a day and I call my students or my parents, etc. Or have an hour designated for emails. Do take breaks. It is so easy to get unmotivated, but it is also very easy to dive into work when you have no distractions that you even forget to take a lunch break or a break. We must do what works for us and make the best out of the situation. Experiment and see what works for you and what doesn't. No one is perfect, and you don't have to have a perfect routine, but you want to have a productive routine. I hope you can take a tip or two from this video, and thanks for watching.